Talong.
Sige po.
Kasi hindi ko gaano alam ang dugong eh.
Hi, this is Danica Lopez from C3 Philippines. So we're here in Barangay Choy, implementing our second dugong awareness activity for the fishermen. So in other barangays, we've only been implementing one awareness raising activity for their fishermen. But since the barangay council from the previous activity suggested that we implement by purok, that means that they took their own initiative to ask for additional awareness raising activities. Nawawala po yung baryaw, so nahihirapan po tayong alagaan ito. Kasi meron po mga harmful practices na hindi po natin alam na nakaka-apekto pala siya sa baryaw. Napakaunti po ng mga natitirang baryaw natin dito sa Busuanga. So ang nangyayari po, hindi po kayang pakainin ng dalawang dugong yung kabaryawan. Kaya kahit man na gusto nilang magsama, hindi po sila pwedeng magsama kasi magugutom po sila at mag-aagawan po sila ng pagkain. So, madalas po nakikita natin dala-dalawa o isa tapos may kasama siyang anak. So, yun po yung madalas. Ano?
Kailangan natin, bakit may mga programs tayo na kinakailangan mag-multiply sila kung hindi natin may sustain yung formula?
Opo, pag-usapan po natin. Dito po sa may Concepcion, Sagrada Bugtong, dito sa may New Busuanga, meron po tayong mga tinatawag na marine protected area doon. Nakarinig na po kayo noon, mga MPA? So ano pong alam niyo tungkol doon? Kasi doon sa area na yon, bawal po mangisda. So ang nangyayari po dyan, yung bahura na yon, dahil ano siya, masagana, madami pong nanganganak doon na mga isda. Tapos doon po nagpapadami ng isda. So, bale, yun po yung nursery nila. So, we've actually been trying to stress the importance of seagrass beds to the fishers as well as tell them that this research that we're doing is relies heavily on them and in their participation. So, they've been very receptive and asking for a third implementation of the same awareness program in a barangay further down the coastline. We can see that the distribution of Choy is actually, it is the largest barangay in terms of geography. So their fishermen are distributed along the coastline, and as such, they find it harder to congregate the fishermen. We've had a couple of fishers attend our awareness raising activities as well as several wives of fishers since their husbands are usually out at sea fishing. So they promised us that they would be reporting back what they've learned in the process of the monitoring system to their husbands.
So, ang characteristics ng dugong, once na nakita mo siya sa lugar na yan, hindi na ba siya umaalis dyan?
Yun po ang makikita natin po, no? Ang tinitignan po natin yung distribution depende sa panahon. So, hindi po natin alam, baka akala po natin yung dugong dito ay kapareho ng dugong na ito. Pero kung makita po natin na may mag-report ng sighting dito at ng sighting dito na parehong araw at magkalapit ang oras, pwede po natin i-assume na magkaiba po yung dugong. So, pwede po din natin i-assume na kung dalawa dito, isa dito, o din ibig sabihin tatlong dugong. Minimum sa area. Ano ba yung ibang mga impormasyon? Bukod meron tayong pangalan ng nakakita, petsa, oras, saan nakita. Low tide po ba nun o high tide? There are already been 3 reported sightings ever since our first visit here. And one of the sightings was actually right over here. There's a short sea, a small seagrass bed over there, and it's bounded by corals on each side. This is Danica Lopez from C3 Philippines. Keep an eye out on this space for more news and updates.